So squatters. Florida has passed a new bill against squatters. I know New York was doing some similar same things, but New York's bill was a little bit different. But check it out. Florida has now passed some bills against squatters in order to protect homeowners, and they did it very, very quickly. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Quentin said he minding his business catching strays.
This has happened at least 2 days in a row. Migrants breaking through the barbed wire installed along the border.
Wait. Let me back up for a minute, because I thought I missed something. There's got to be something else to this. Hold on.
News, take a look at your screen. This has happened at least 2 days in a row. Migrants breaking through the barbed wire installed along the border.
Why is the National Guard running away with their guns? So when migrants start to climb the border and break in, the National Guard start to run away? What's the point of being there in the first place then? Okay, hold on. What's the point of having guns? At least give them some rubber bullets or something. Why is the people that are securing the border running away from the border? And when one started running, the other one started running too. The other two ain't even started running until the first one started running.
2 days in a row,
Look.
Migrants breaking through the barbed wire installed along the border. You can see National Guard troops scrambling to stop them. This video was recorded from Juarez, but the migrants are already on the U.S. side because that's where they placed the barbed wire. Now, we've been following this breaking story all day. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for ABC 7 at 5. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Paul Cicala. The video you're seeing is from yesterday, courtesy of our news partners at Canal 44, Channel 44. But more video is circulating on social media from today with the same thing happening.
And now we want to bring you our complete team coverage of this here on ABC 7. We have ABC 7's Sam Harris-Simwitz reporting, as well as Heriberto Perez reporting on the Juarez side of the border on what has been happening. Let's begin with Heriberto. He joins us live from Juarez.
Good afternoon, Paul. Stephanie, we're here in front of the border wall in Ciudad Juarez, just a couple of feet away of Riverside Elementary School in El Paso's lower valley.
I said they was running over to help? Okay, all right. I must have missed it.
A couple of hours ago, I saw a small group of, hundreds of migrants.
Hold on. Juarez, is this your first time? What is wrong with the news today? Listen, it just seems like the news is just absolutely messed up and it's fumbling. Did you see what Juarez? Is that his name, Eddie Juarez? hold on, let me back up.
It's us live from Juarez.
Oh, it's from Juarez.
What has been happening? Let's begin with Heriberto. He joins us.
Heriberto. So Heriberto is really fumbling up. Like they really messing up the news right now. Okay, Heriberto, give us your take, Eddie, and let us know what's happening. Slow down your words. I know you're excited. I know this is your first time on camera. Gather yourself.
Live from Juarez.
Good afternoon, Paul. Stephanie, we're here in front of the border wall in Ciudad Juarez, just a couple of feet away of Riverside Elementary School in El Paso's lower valley, where just a couple of hours ago, I saw a small group of, hundreds of migrants facing.
Yeah, I saw the big, and I saw my little mouth. I guess of migrants. Sorry. Me sorry. Me love you long time. Heriberto, slow down, Eddie. I like your hair. You're new to the team. I like your white shirt. Looks good, buddy. Looks good on camera. Slow down. Pronounce your words. Let's get it out, big dog. Turn up. Got that good head of hair, though. Got a little bit of bald spot that's starting to work there in the middle. That's not going to last long. But shout out to Heriberto.
Elementary School in El Paso's lower valley, where just a couple of hours ago, I saw a small group of,
So you went from the big to the 100 to the small group. Shout out to Heriberto.
Hundreds of migrants facing U.S. authorities and being surrounded by the Texas National Guard. You can see that right now it is pretty empty in front of the border wall. What's left is here, just a small group of migrants along the Rio Grande on the U.S. side of the border. I want you to take a look again at this video. What I saw earlier today, you can see this big group of migrants being surrounded by the members of the Texas National Guard and U.S. Border Patrol agents. According to the New York Post, groups of migrants brought down one portion of the fence and then they ran towards the border wall. This happened yesterday as well. You can see it in this video shared to us again by our news partners in Juarez, Canal 44. Today I also saw some Texas National Guard soldiers placing a new portion of that fence and more razor wire. U.S. Border Patrol in the
they was going over there. Okay, I got it.
Why this is not the place where migrants should be turning themselves in.
This is not designated as a port of entry to make a legal claim for asylum, okay? Anybody that comes into our country between ports of entry, they're doing it in an illegal way. Regardless of your immigration status, even for a United States citizen, it's completely illegal to make an entry between ports of entry.
And Paul, Stephanie, U.S. Border Patrol agent Marrero Rubio also told me why migrants keep doing this by turning themselves in here in front of the border wall and the average number of encounters they've seen so far in this month of March. I will have a full story coming up tonight on ABC 7 at 6. Reporting live from the U.S.-Mexico border, Heriberto Perez, ABC 7.
Thank you.
Shout out to Eddie. Eddie did the best that he could. Shout out to Eddie. He recovered.
You, Heriberto, and also take a look at this. This here is video we were talking about earlier. It is from today. It was recorded by a crew from the New York Post, and you can see, similar to what Canal 44, Channel 44 in Juarez captured yesterday, you can see dozens and dozens of migrants breaking through that barbed wire. ABC 7 Sam Harris-Simowitz, he joins us live with the reporter who saw this all happen. Sam.
Good afternoon, Paul. I'm going to bring in New York Post reporter Jenny Terr. Jenny, so thank you so much for joining us today.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Jenny, you've been here all day and you saw what took place around this gate earlier. Can you describe to our audience exactly what you saw and exactly what you heard?
They're going to be holding me accountable on after hours tonight.
When we had arrived here, there was a group of about 600 migrants that had amassed along the border wall, separated by demographics. So it was single adult males on one side and the women and children on the other side, and families. The single adults seemed to be being turned back by Texas National Guard here to Mexico in small groups because the number of people that were here was so overwhelming for them. So when they were being pushed back and started realizing that that was their fate, they started to become more and more agitated, yelling at our cameras, yelling at the Texas National Guard, which there were only a few down here, so they were completely outnumbered. And you saw within a matter of seconds, a complete takeover by the migrants who had crossed here that had overtaken all of the National Guard's territory here, that had run up to the fence in a group of about 200 to 300, encircled them. Basically, the National Guard disappeared. It was very worrisome because you had yelling, you had banging, you didn't know what was happening to those guardsmen, and it was almost like their worst fears realized.
And Jenny, so when I arrived around 2 o'clock,
you're welcome, Maria.
Of whether it was state or federal law enforcement, how long did it get for that larger, whether it's Border Patrol or Texas DPS presence to really show up here at the gate?
There was a presence of Texas DPS here when this all broke out, as well as, of course, the Texas National Guard and some Border Patrol. But again, they're completely outnumbered right now. And with the numbers like 600, they just can't get the manpower out here to.
Shout out to Biden. I want to give a round of applause to Biden. We're losing control of what we have going on at our borders and not holding us down. And shout out to Jenny for being out there on the front lines with us. Shout out to Eddie Buchtel for correcting and getting things in order. At this point, we just really beating a dead horse. At this point, we just really beating a dead horse. They've numbed us to it. They've normalized it. And I think that now they're trying to get to the point to where it's not even a big deal anymore. And so people kind of just overlook it because it's like, oh, man, they're getting over in the border. They're like, oh, they always been doing it. That's not really a thing anymore. They always been doing it. It's not really a thing anymore. And we've been talking about the migrant crisis so much that people have become numb to it.